In this video, you'll learn about the action options available for users who submit your Sugar Market form, as well as how to publish your forms. All settings you see on step 4 will only apply to users who click the Submit button on your form. These actions are mostly optional aside from the required redirect URL. Some items will need to be set up before enabling here, which we'll cover as we go through everything. First, you have the option to sync all form submissions with your external CRM. If set to no, all users will be stored in Sugar Market and the map fields will be updated. If set to yes, you must first make sure that the proper push settings are enabled in the connector screen in Sugar Market. Then each record will be updated or created in Sugar Market and pushed automatically to your external CRM. That being said, if you set the users to be created as contacts, make sure Sugar Market's able to create contacts in your CRM with the appropriate settings checked on the admin side of Sugar Market. Next, you'll need to add a valid URL to redirect all users to. You can redirect them to the page the forum is hosted on, or to the thank you page, or really any URL of your choosing. Make sure to insert the full URL, including the HTTP protocol, and click Add. After the redirect URL is added, you should see a small plus sign populate on the right side. Through here, you have two options. You can send a confirmation single trigger email that will go to all the submitters upon clicking the Form Submit button, or we can have a form alert go to specific or multiple users that you specify, which we'll look at here in just a moment. An active single trigger email must be created in Sugar Market before it's able to be selected here. The second option with the plus sign is to send a form alert, where you can set up one or more form alerts to notify designated users of all form submissions. You will first type to search for the user and then choose the frequency of how often you'd like these alerts to be sent to them. There's an option of on submit, or you can send it as a daily or weekly report. The last set of actions are the field submission rules. These rules allow you to set up conditions and actions based on form answers. These rules are optional, but are a powerful automation tool. To create the first rule, I'll need to click the green Add Rule button. For the condition, I can only choose fields that are available on this form. This includes hidden fields. For example, I will create a rule for all submitters who are interested in a certain product or Sugar Market. First, I'll need to select the field Product Interest, then select my modifier. The condition will be based on the value I select. Since this is a checkbox field, I have a list of values that I can choose from. If this was a free response field, I would need to manually type the value. Also, I can only choose one value at a time to add the action. For the rule, I can select the slightly transparent box that says click to add an action. And depending on the action I select, I may need to have the item set up first. The list of action items includes adding a task or adding an opportunity to the record, adding them to an existing distribution list or an existing nurture, as well as removing them from any existing distribution list or existing nurture. I can also send them a one-off trigger email, as well as send a user alert. And I can also alert an entire role or group of users rather than just one, or I can also assign users from here. In this example, I'm setting up my condition that looks at the form response and what product this user has specified they're interested in getting more information about. The rule in place is that if they fill out this form and select that their product interest is Sugar Market, I will select the alert user option as my action since I want to alert the sales rep that handles Sugar Market inquiries. More than one user can be added here if needed, and all will be alerted when the condition is met. You can also select the alert owner box instead, and the alert will go to the lead or contact owner on the record. The alert will send a message including the form questions and answers to the designated user. I can now repeat the process for the other products I have available and set an action to alert the appropriate user. The field submission rules are in numbered order and will check each lead who submits the form in order as soon as one rule is met. The lead will not be evaluated further if there are additional rules. If needed, you can add more than one condition to a rule or more than one action to a condition. To do so, you can click on the plus sign on the right side of the rule and walk through the settings. You also have the option to duplicate the rule or delete it. Once the form setup is complete, you can click the Publish icon in the bottom right corner. If you're hosting the form on a Sugar Market landing page, you don't need to extract the code here, but you can leverage this code if you're wanting to put this form and embed it on your website. After publishing, you are still able to make edits to any step on the form. If changes are made to the builder style step, then the form code will change and you will need to update the code where it's hosted. In the page builder, you can embed a published form directly. If you're hosting this form on an external web page, you'll need to either copy the code here or download it. Make sure to verify if the web page is secure or if you need to disable JavaScript. It's easiest to refresh the form on the Sugar Market landing page or copy the new code and paste on the external web page. I do not recommend manually updating the code. That being said, if changes are made to Step 1, the form basics, or Step 4, form actions and rules, after being published, you don't need to do this and refresh the form because these changes will not affect the form's code. You can view the form responses within the Manage screen of forms. You will need to single-click on the row of the form, select Reports, and choose either individual form results or individual responses. There are many benefits to using the native form builder with Sugar Market, including how easy it is to use, the ability to map directly to your external CRM fields, and the number of actions you could set for the submitters. If you're using a third-party form but would like the submissions to be added to Sugar Market, please check out the e-learning course titled How to Set Up the External Form Connector on Sugar University. If you have any questions on the topics covered in this series, please comment below or email us at university@sugarcrm.com. Thanks for tuning in.